There we go. Just gonna make sure YouTube is actually streaming stuff. Seems a little slow. Yep, no, there we go. Okay. Everything should be working just fine. So yeah, today, as I think I said last week, I'll be playing my British frigates. As well, I might as well try and finish that tech tree off. On the other hand though, it is a bone stock Blackpool. Yep. There's definitely some suffering to be had the next few matches, that's for sure. Just looking at my lineup, don't quite understand why the Typhoon isn't there. We are in realistic battles, just making sure. Frigates is just useless. Is there any... Not coastal blue water? I'll put the Grafton in there, sure. Well, we don't really want to use it because we want to grind out. I see all my decals got messed up on the Grafton. Oh well. Let's just get started. Oop. Hold on. Someone wants to join for 3-7 madness. I can't actually see the X-ray. But I think I checked and the ammunition is like just below the waterline, so that shouldn't be a problem on Blackpool. I think the biggest problem of this ship is just going to be the research cost for all the modifications. $238,000 RP, just to spade it. What are these torpedoes like again? Yikes. Not good. Not good at all. Hello there. No. That does actually remind me, I've been having some poor luck this week with up tiers. I've been playing a bit of my Japanese tree, just having some fun. Well, trying to have some fun. And just a constant up tiers. Like I was trying to there was this little task you had to play Yudachi or Ayanami for. Constant up tiers to either 5-7 with Yudachi and 5-0 with the Ayanami, and that's just not great. You might have. I was actually playing the Agano earlier this week, just for a day, because I was trying to get some screenshots of it for a little screenshot competition on another Discord server. And I got some decent ones. Yes, I still have the plan to get all the camos from my Japanese ships, but... So I was playing 5-0 for that, because my Shimakaze and my two light cruisers, Sendai and Kuma, still need their camos unlocked. But I'm telling you, the Kuma and Sendai really don't like going up against 5-7s and 6-0s. Anyways, into our first match we go. Aleutian Islands is an interesting one, because I don't actually play this map that often with frigates. When I do, I usually like it because you get some really good spawns that allow you to get close to the battlefield. This will probably be one of our better maps to start off with.
Secure the ship for C.
Now we are not going to go for C, we are going to go to B. Small match. That however is a 4-3, that's a 3-7, so we are still up tiered. Poor visibility might not help either.
Hold your helm.
And that's is it the French or the German leopard? This is the French leopard. Okay. I do like the look of this boat though. Though I'm not quite sure what to think about that raised bow. And all of the torpedo tubes along the side. Good to know. But those might just all be the AIs you're seeing. All the AI destroyers are reserves.
Target identified.
G5, okay. Let me call him out.
5,000 feet.
Destroy the target.
I need to unlock the limbo mortar first.
Target identified.
But it's a challenge I'll take. Okay, that's a reserve mummy. It still feels weird to say, but it is what it is.
Action station.
If only my aim could stop on this skill issue. I could actually start hitting this destroyer. It's an island. It's still the island. Uh-oh.
Target identified.
Oh! A kill! That's good.
Hold your helm.
That's good. Well, I should actually be able to deal with the kill pretty quickly. It doesn't deal with me too quickly, it is. It did, with the turrets now out, and I only have one gun turret. And on the free crew already. I thought it was like a 30%. Did I just lose 30% in a hit? It's okay. Didn't think I was that squishy.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
The annoying part as well is that you can't see your damaged crew compartments anymore in the X-ray view. Which is incredibly annoying. How close can I shoot over the bow? Ah, that's not good, is it?
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh, that's really annoying that I just died that quickly. And also, of course, we're in a full up there, running into a kiln. Well, not quite full up there. Still.
Our victory is near.
This hat. It's weird because you used to never see kilns, but you see them kind of frequently now.
Action station. Enemy spotted. Starboard your helm. Engine 1,000.
Come on. There we go. I'd love to see more of that ship than just its front half, to be honest. Okay. Okay, that was a big hit. Probably not mine though, by the looks of it.
Destroyer. Hold your
That's
helm.
my eye.
Destroy the target.
It's just me as well, most likely. Not quite clear of the island. Still not quite. And he's already dead before I could shoot him. Now the kill should still be over there somewhere. That's a player you're not. Let's try and not expose ourselves to more than one frigate. Trying to get this rear gun, but I'm failing miserably. But it seems my high explosive is working just fine on this unit as well. He's gonna get away with it because I can't shoot him where it counts. I think I spotted the Köln again. Ah, damn it.
Patrol vessel.
Got robbed by my own squad mate. That's a different kill, the second one. So I'm going to back up because I didn't want to take a gunfight with that thing again. Nor do I need to.
Starboard your helm.
That's behind me. It's a Calp that's just literally sitting directly behind me. I will say these guns at this PR seem to be doing really well. Because the 4.5 inch gun isn't really the greatest at 4.7, 4.3. But at 3.7 against less armored targets, it seems to be doing quite well.
Midship.
Come on, dispersion, work with me.
Just keep it up, and victory will be
So what
ours.
happened to the Yenot I was shooting at?
Target identified. Destroyer.
Oh well.
Destroyer.
I can just stay here because again that's our biggest threat at the moment is a Köln. He's over at sea wreaking havoc, but that's still important because we hold the other two capture points. So we don't have to go into direct confrontation with them.
Captured most of the strategic zones.
That's also AI.
Destroyer.
Got this as well. Doing okay. Could be doing better though.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Do kind of need to be careful about the curl. I think I'm well inside of cover. I think I detonated a torpedo on that Clemson. Somebody did. There he is.
Patrols at
Reversing out of my guns. And it is a sunken cone. Not immediately, but soon. There we go. I think there was a second one as well. There's another unit.
destroyer.
I'm not sure if I want to push out though. What was this guy in again? Oh, I saw him earlier. Yeah, I'd rather not have worthy opponents really when I'm playing a stock ship. Although I am coming to understand that HE might just be the way to go for these BRs. And I really should have stayed in cover. Because the bridge on this ship as well is massive. Again, I'm losing tons of crew, but I'm not quite sure to what. Like where I'm losing them. There's under 10% from one side of them, that's normal. Aha, there's a friend in the... Goal with him to just attack a frigate with that thing, long range. And it didn't count. Oh well. A decent first match. But I did expect the Blackpool to be a bit tankier than it is. Halfway into getting sap. Let me quickly... It's armored, has none, obviously. I haven't really been losing engines, but I want to see... Where is it again? It's an armor, isn't it? Protection analysis. Where are the crew compartments on this boat? Not there. There's no crew compartments in the bow, by the looks of it. No. There's just underneath the bridge, there's just a massive one. That's pretty big. There's none there. There's not like one very low, is there? How did I lose so much crew then so quickly? There's one there. Is there another one in front of it? I have no clue how just... Is it just those two crew compartments then? Oh, because that might do something as well. If there's only 2 actual crew compartments. That's some weird engine hitbox as well. Okay. Okay. I think that's a bit funky. Yeah, if there's only actually 2 crew compartments and the engines are a bigger hitbox than you think, that might explain why it's so squishy. But let's get back in action as soon as possible. Okay, the queue heard me apparently. A bit worse of a map or something like this. Although if I can get to this island here, I should be fine. I go here and yeah, I'll go around here-ish. If I go north of the little island, like in between A and B, I'll just get shredded.
Prepare the ship for battle.
So that's our island we want to hide behind. Yep. We want to go over there. 3-3, that's 4-3, so a 3-3 to 4-3 match again. Yep, with the Curl now being on our team. That's such a cool frigate, really, the Curl. I'd love to get one myself, but that does mean going through the German factory. I have a PR-206. And the German destroyer. My torpedo lead indicator going absolutely haywire.
Collision alert.
No, it's going past. Yeah, you kind of underestimated that turn though, didn't you? Yeah, hydrofoils don't turn that sharply. Oh, that reminds me, because you for some reason also equipped the Belgian flag. I need to equip mine on my boat. I completely forgot to equip the Belgian flag. Okay, there's a PR-206 in ham on our coastals. There you are. Let's keep going into cover, because I really don't like getting shot by destroyers. There goes half my crew. A single hit took out half my crew. That is not nice, is it? And I'm dead. One more hit and I'm dead. What on earth is this? And where is that crew compartment? I'm seeing something blacked out here, but I didn't see it before. That is wild. Okay. Nah, it's not a bug damage model. It's that this thing is just...
All hands.
What is that? Yeah, I might have to make a bug report on it, because that doesn't seem right. And I'll need to investigate the crew compartments a bit more in the hangar. You know what, let's actually go bow in and see what that does. Okay, that was a ready rack detonation, I think. I won't complain about that.
Target identified. Yes. Direct hit.
There's a player. And these HE shells do work whenever I can get a hit with them. Oh god, yeah, that you you brought that up. I'll get into it when I can think for a quick second. I'm a bit worried about that Russian frigate, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, for those that don't know, there's been a leak list. Fairly recent one, I think. Was it today that it dropped, or yesterday? And according to some sources, it is actually pretty accurate. And on it, there's some stuff. And on the leak list is the Queen Mary, a British battle cruiser, and a church slavery, stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff. But on it is Queen Mary, which in, you know, for naval is actually just a battle cruiser, a 13.5-inch armed battle cruiser, around World War One. You know, a bit late for that to be added, but at the same time, neat. The European Canadian, I don't know how many of you know of him, made a video about the leak list and mistook HMS Queen Mary for RMS Queen Mary. So he thought that leak list, you know, is a cruise line that's going to be added, instead of a, you know, much more reasonable battle cruiser. So that was painful to see in a video, but yeah. There is a crew compartment under the gun. You couldn't see. It seems that going bow in is definitely the play. Though I'm still, again, down 50% of my crew, and I think my bridge is just holding a lot of crew. Quite the painful mistake to see in a video about somebody who tries to cover all the news and stuff.
Just a little more effort, and victory will surely be ours.
I don't know how I'm going to kill this. Okay, there's another 5% in my turret. Even Google search, you know, all you had to do to get the correct ship was type in HMS Queen Mary instead of, you know, just Queen Mary. It's something. Although when you look at the comments under this video, there's plenty of people correcting him on that mistake. Please just work with me. At this point, I really want to have SAP, but only because this destroyer has fuel tanks that work as armor around the engines, and they are eating my HE. There it finally goes. I might get to the engines now. That's gonna be a mistake that's not gonna be forgotten soon in the naval communities, that's for sure. I got saved. My ammo is and of course there's an SKR now. God damn it. Well, just keep front towards enemy, I guess, and we'll try and survive. But the enemy takes it. That is just not a fun ship. That is it. I need to look at the crew compartments again. That is just way too squishy. Yes, that is also a thing from the leak list, is the Benelux sub-tree for France, which isn't really all that interesting for ground and air, but for naval can have some really fun implications rather. Because a Benelux, so a Belgian, Dutch, Luxembourg sub-tree for France means that we might finally see a coastal tree for France. And the Dutch cruisers going to the French tree is very nice as well for the French tree. So we'll have to see what that actually means and if that leak list is actually true or not. I'm excited for a Benelux sub-tree, mainly because I might finally see vehicles of my own nation in the game. Although they're not really my vehicles, they're more just American vehicles with a Belgian flag on them. And German vehicles.
Target identified. Patrol vessel. 6,000 meters. Hardcore. Target identified.
Yeah, the Churchill AVRE would be a funny one. A very much sought after one as well. I am again having a chronic skill issue with my aim, but it doesn't help me shooting over an island. No. Oh, that's not good. Luckily that bomb wasn't aimed for me. I think it was aimed for those two. Okay, frame rate. Dead. I really like the look of HMS Spey as well, like a real escort ship. Sadly, it isn't all that useful.
Helm. Midship.
It's a decent anti-air platform though, this boat. So it's decent to use in the late game spawn.
7,000 meters.
Can I shoot at that class? I don't think I can. Or can I? I can. Let's see what we can do.
Getting closer to victory.
It's actually a player one as well, isn't it? Yeah. And I'm now hitting the island, I think.
Starboard your helm. Steer starboard.
Now, is there anybody? Like, okay, my squadron is about to capture A, I hope. Okay, well, I think I'll have to wrestle my way over to Bravo. Is there a plane up? No, it'll be fine. I mean, to be honest, most of our team for some reason just got butchered. Like, I saw a lot of low-tier coastals get shot up by their 4-3 Russian coastal on their team. Yeah.
Allied forces have captured a
Okay,
zone.
let's bleed stop for now. Let's hope I can make it to Bravo. Another thing I'm kind of hoping for with the addition of a Benelux sub-tree to France is the actual Belgian Navy flag or ensign, because it's a pretty neat flag. Look a lot better on ships as well than just the standard Belgian flag. One can hope indeed. Oh, that's some good. The eyes seem to be... No, let's take manual control of those. There we go. No torpedoes in the water. Not that I can see.
Bomber! Port! 9,000 meters!
Okay. There's apparently a bomber in the air. Oh shit, there is a torpedo in the water. Damn it.
All hands! Abandon ship!
Must have launched it much earlier then. Oh well. Rookie time it is.
All hands! Abandon ship!
I mean, none of you called it out either, did you? Yeah, they're a lot harder to see now. I really should just move as if I'm being torped. Oh, the Spey isn't a normal premium though. It isn't like a thing that'll go on sale. The Spey is a hand ship from like a while ago, I think. Or is it? I don't think it's a normal premium anyways. And I've captured C as well, darn it. We shouldn't have gotten torped. What does that move into Kim Kui? The Kim Kui is never going to make it in time. That's an interesting placement for a Yugal. Do I bomb the very wounded Clemson or do I bomb the thing behind him? I think I'll go bomb the thing behind him. That thing of course does have AA. Doesn't matter, I can just toss the bomb anyways. And I hope he keeps backing up. What did he do? And the Clemson did go down as I thought it would. That is a yacht type ship, yeah. One of those Russian frigates. And goodbye. Yeah, the Kim Kui's not gonna make it, is it? Oh well. Airfield's on my right. By the time I get back to the airfield, the games will be over anyways.
more pressure on the enemy.
Kim Kui is just trying his hardest. There we go.
We suffered a defeat. Head back to base.
Yeah. I got a lot of RP in this bay, but that's good. Allows me to get some RP into the Terra Nova. I was going to put some flags on my boats. There we go. And let's put one on the bay as well. There we go. I was going to look again for that crew compartment near the turret, because there definitely is one, but it isn't showing for me. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Now I see it. That makes more sense. Was I just not seeing it earlier? I might have just been blind earlier. There's one there, there's one there. A massive one. Then the bridge is a massive crew compartment as well. Then the engines have ridiculously... That is not boiler room, is it? Oh, there's a crew compartment as well. Oh, that makes more sense then. But how did I not see that earlier? That crew compartment. That's okay. And then the engines have weird hitboxes as well. Like if I just skim on... If I were to shoot up through the top of it. Okay, that'll actually go through then. But it's still, it's a big old engine hitbox. Yeah, but with 3 crew compartments in a row and the bridge being very big, that might explain why it takes so much damage. Less ammo on most ships, taking less ammo doesn't do anything. I don't think it does anything here either. I know in Alaska it does, but actually I want to check something in Alaska. Because I have a little bit of a theory that you can see it in a certain way. Yeah, you see how the shell rooms are split in Alaska? I believe that actually means you can take less ammo in the Alaska. That'll be fine. Because those are like the amount of how do I say this? Yeah, like they're the individual magazines. So you have to reduce it by that much before they become empty, I think. Is there not? I think Arizona has split magazines as well. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, I think that might be it actually. Is there a ship I know that doesn't have a split magazine? Hugo doesn't. Or it's just, yeah, 1 magazine and 1 shell room per turret. I think that's the way you can tell whether or not taking less ammo actually works or not. If your ship has more, how to say it, like several magazines per turret, then taking less ammo will make a difference, I think. I'm not entirely sure on that. And if we look at Blackpool, it is just 1 magazine for the turret. So taking less ammo shouldn't make a difference. Okay. Let's just get going again. Should have sapped the next match, and then we'll go for parts and FP. And what after that? I might actually want to rush the shrapnel protection. See if it might actually reduce the damage I take. Probably won't, but worth a shot. Yeah, that's what I think. I never really thought about actually just checking how many modules it has per turret, but that makes so much sense that that's how it works. That means I can actually finally make a video on that subject, maybe? I have Garland, I didn't really like it. The thing is, I haven't played like the lower BR destroyers in ages. That goes for any tech tree, really. I haven't played the like 4-0 Russians, I haven't played the 4-0 Americans, Germans, British in ages. So I don't really know what they're like nowadays. Large open map with no real cover for me to hide behind. That's not gonna go well. I might try and go for that rock, like just to hug this shoreline and go for the rock.
Action stations, man your post.
That's what is it? We have
Port, all.
small map, no obvious up or down tier. That's a spade. That's 3-3. That's 3-7. That's 3-7. Might be 3-7 match.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Of course, I am the only blue water ship, so I get all the attention immediately. Which I'd rather not get in this boat, to be honest. Especially with 2 rapid fire ships shooting at me now. Let's just hope their aim is as bad as mine. Just keep going. And there again goes, you know, 2/3 of my crew in 2 salvos. Jesus Christ. Come on, get my turret back. 15%, one more good hit and I'm down. And there goes my turret again. Come on, I just repaired it. Shooting too low as well. And I'm dead. I'm not gonna be enjoying this stream, I think. Jesus. That is rough. It is, the thing is, it is genuinely, because 3 of the 4 crew compartments are all together. That's genuinely the reason why it's so squishy. That is horrible, man. Now, the 1/3 isn't that bad. It's genuinely the fact that 3 out of 4 crew compartments are all smushed together. You can hit all 3 of them with one big caliber HE shell. Oh, Jesus. What do I do? I'll just keep grinding, I guess. Nothing else I can do.
Port your helm.
But that is atrocious. I think I really have to just bow towards enemy and do nothing else. That's difficult when I'm the only blue water ship and I have to angle against multiple targets. Oh well, good practice, I guess. Let's re-zero these guns. Do to him what it did to me, and continuously look at his front turret. Yeah, I'm already thinking, because there is a other frigate that has just this, with another turret in the back. And if it's just as fragile, I might actually not like it a lot. Okay, what are you? Your display again. Bridge. Feels that I'm decently angled, although there goes, you know, 20% of my crew in one hit. And there's actually 12. There goes 20% of my crew in one hit. And another. Yeah, this is just atrociously bad. And I'm dead again. Jesus. Well. It is going to be a tricky one to spade, isn't it? I think I'll take the Grafton just to get the firepower out there.
Starboard your helm.
Look, the decals are a bit messed up on it. No, it also doesn't have the bouncing flag.
A little more effort and victory will be yours.
That is not okay. A frigate that costs, you know, pretty... A frigate that is 240,000 RP to spade should not lose 60% of its crew in one salvo. That is not a formula for a nice and fun grind. Jeez.
Repair parties, begin damage control.
Oh, now there's somebody else in the blue water vessel with me.
Target identified.
What is it behind me? It's a dealie. Ooh. Don't see many of those yet.
Hold your helm.
Just keep on hammering this bay now. Actually hit his turrets. There we go, that's decent. Let's load this up the next one. I know the 76mm HGVT or HG in general. Let's just keep going.
A little more effort and victory
I mean, the
will
match
be
is
yours.
won, but that's. Yep. I now realize what these British frigates are and how. That's not going to be a smooth grind.
Set course for base.
Custom battle. I should do another custom battle at some point, but I need to think of what would be a good one. Yeah. You really? 78 RP short of getting the sap. Yeah, the problem with this is just... If I take an HE shell like here... Okay, that's... It's kind of annoying that for the naval damage cam you can't like simulate a salvo. But yeah, like that does 2 of them. That's just... And the bridge knocked out. If you shoot around here-ish, you'll get 2 as well. So if you just shoot underneath the superstructure or underneath the bridge, you'll get 2, like, you know, 3/4 of the crew compartments. And then there's this big one in the back. And the engines, which are super easy to knock out. Yeah, this gonna be rough. Very rough. What we should probably do is just preemptively just activate some backups, and too late. It probably might. Good map. Good map for destroyer spawn, but that's... how do I go about this? Set 15 is 4 something, it's small match again. Remind me to check out the Leopard,
Engine.
the 4.0 British frigate, and see if it has the same issue. Because if it does, yikes. I'm probably best used fighting at sea, but at the same time, it's going to be a bit difficult. Although if I just stick close to the shore and then push up too aggressively, it might be fine. But I do need to be careful about the minimum engagement range, because this thing does have a minimal engagement range. And it's, as you can see, around about 1.6 kilometers. Oh, it's bobbing up and down now, but yeah, 1.6 is roughly the minimum engagement range. And I think to get out of that minimum range, there we go. That's the angle I need to take. Which isn't bad. Yeah. It is a very nice looking ship. I love the look of the British frigates. At that low bridge, I don't know. As well. Paul, it's 4-3, isn't it? Chico goes 3-7.
Enemy spotted.
The Chico goes 3-3. Very tempted to just get into B because I like fighting over B.
Destroyer.
But I don't think this thing is tanky enough to do it. You know what, I'll go contest the coastal area. Might be the best way for me to just get some research done.
Target identified. Close. Collision alert. Enemy destroyed. Enemy hit. Starboard your helm.
And there's the next target. That's too much lead. That's too little. We're being followed in by the Nepal as well. We are. Where's this boat? There it is.
Target identified. Close.
That's too much. Just about. That should be good enough.
Forces have captured the zone.
That should be good as well. Okay, it's resilient to my HE. I keep it in the same spot over and over again.
Port your helm.
That should do it. Oh, that's dangerous. Although those things torpedo aren't that quick, and luckily there's no island, so it shouldn't be able to torpedo us. Need to leave a bit more space for the Nepal. Not quite sure if this was the best idea for Nepal to come with us rather than to go to the sea point. 3 PT6 spawns, really. Actually, he's within my minimum engagement range, so I'm just shooting him. Let's get this gun on target, shall we? There we go. Go to the Nepal Delta room.
Enemy listed.
Good to hear. Okay, apparently our guy over at sea isn't meeting too much resistance. Oh, that's...
Allied forces have captured a zone.
yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Thank you very much.
Destroyer. Bearing 340.
Well, should be able to get into cap. Charger is Nepal, whatever. British N class. But where do we go after this? I guess north toward sea. Yeah, that's probably the best way to go.
Damage control to station.
I want to repeat the
Multiple
chips
strategic
damage.
zones are captured.
There's a Yugumo out there, probably going to way. Drifting a little bit, but that's just how ships turn in this game. There was an Alwyn up there, okay. Okay, an Ikazuchi. Romt.
Target identified.
I missed. He's also still protected, which is not good. He's no longer protected. Although his course seems to be no torpedo course. Let me just check. I don't see any wakes. I see him respawn though. Now that is a more dangerous heading. Now I saw that one,
The victory is near.
but I think I should be clear of the island.
Port your helm.
But he might be torpedoing the Nepal if he's not careful. And I'm down a teammate.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
You know, that's something I'd love there to be like a voice line for, like one of these things, is watch out torpedoes. Because there's no real quick way to alert your friendlies for torpedoes, other than like marking the map and then typing in chat, hey, torpedoes in the water. And Nepal is... We're having a bit of a rough time. Okay, Ikazuchi, shoot under the rear turret and you might detonate on. If we can hit it, that's a bit too far back and I've lost my turret obviously. That's the second one, that's the second one, good.
Repair party. Target identified.
It's still too far back. And now my dispersion's not playing with me.
Thank you.
I really wish I had SAP right now because I'm just hitting his magazine. And he's hitting my turret. Please. Paul, can you kill it?
Attack the enemy. Attack hostile troops.
There we go. Took out his gun, but he took out mine again.
Control to station.
He's very good. Is back in action. There we go. That's a pretty cool one. Oop. That's good. Why is my Fortimal just not shooting it? Wait, what?
Somebody attack him.
Did that AI...
We are critically damaged. WT split.
I'll not question it. Torpedo bomber.
7,000 meters. Losing.
Oh boy.
Repair parties, begin damage control.
AI strong indeed. Also the captured sea. What is that bomber? That's a B6. Okay, that's gonna be dangerous, but it is a torpedo armed B6, not an 800 kilo armed one. The one of the 800 is usually a bit scarier. Problem is, B is now also undefended. Although our squadron is going for A and actually neutralizing it. Lovely. This is an AI. Should be the hardest to kill. Anything, I might actually want to try and use my torpedoes against him. Just for the fun of it. I hear torpedoes in the water, and I think they just passed behind me. Oh. Oh, okay, luckily that was a friendly.
Port your helm.
Another zone captured.
Capturing a DC point as well again, lovely. Go further, got shot down, because the Japanese frigate has HEVT. Actually, he shot him with AP. I'm not splashing the front gun, which is what I want to do. There we go. kill it. Yes, there we go. Something's capturing B, that was what I was thinking was gonna happen. Not the biggest deal, because we got CNA.
We've captured most
Turn
of the
this
strategic
boat
zone.
around. An army out there somewhere. Over there, okay. The reserve destroyer on B, okay.
Somebody attack him.
Let's see. Let's just unselect my torpedoes real quick. That's gonna be my friend in Yacabono, isn't it? Oh, this is bad.
Enemy forces have captured the zone.
It's worse though.
We're winning.
Okay, detonate his torpedoes on the first salvo, that's very nice. Problem is he's getting within minimum engagement range, I need to turn around. I'm most likely going to get bombed by the T-21 and I have nothing to stop it. Because the firing arc of my Bofors is just not sharp enough. There we go.
Awesome.
And I think we're good. It does help that these guns are in an anti-aircraft mount. For how fragile this ship is, we've been doing a good job in this match. Although, like, one more hit anywhere and we're pretty much toast. So that Groza, never mind. Oh, I see something in front. He's outside minimum engagement range, that's lovely. I'm surprised, but at the same time, I'm also rather lucky with how I went about the battle.
Yes, mission completed. Return to base.
There were no real big coastal threats, so we just ran over the B point, and I moved up to sea and really didn't get intercepted. Ikazuchi was the only real threat I ever saw, and he seemed to be incapable of dealing with me quickly. Yes, thank you, Bill. Okay, another backup on the Black Bull at least. And we finally got our... Some nice earnings this battle, that's for sure. Although I'm running some boosters, I believe, as well. But now, parts... I'll just get parts first. It's fine. Yes, Leopard. That's Blue Water Tree. I'll just use the AP or the SAP. Nothing in the bow, anything in front of the turret. That's a chunky crew box. Okay. Anything below the bridge? Let me get the HE because it might just not be showing properly. Yeah, there it is. There is another crew box there as well. So there's a crew box underneath the turret. Hold on, excuse me. Did it get knocked out by a single HE? Yikes. Okay. So there's one here, one here. Is there one above the engines? No, but this is a chunky boat. There's one here. Okay, there is one here, and is there going to be one in front of the turret? I'm gonna hope there is. There is, okay, so there's one here and here. And then being able to get knocked out by single HE shells is not really that nice, but it does mean that there's only half of your crew compartments are in the front. rather than, 3/4 of them. And the engines seem a little bit less susceptible to getting knocked out. So this might be a little bit tankier. But we'll have to see when we actually eventually get it. Although that's not anytime soon. Ireland Bay, okay. I need to think, because this is actually a map you see in tournaments as well. And it is true, the C point is closer to this spawn than it is that spawn. And the A point is closer to their spawn than it is our spawn. So ideally I should actually go for that. I actually really like the performance of the high explosive. So let's use that as our main shell and the sap as secondary. Let's actually swap it up a bit more. There we go. And we'll spawn seaside. Turbine. Small match again. No obvious up there. No enemy destroyer either. So we'll just move on to sea. We did get the back spawn though out of this spawn point. That's a bit annoying. Usually spawn a little bit closer. I liked the Candid when I used it. But I need to remember when did I actually use the Candid last. It's been a while as well. But I remember using Candid against a lot of coastal vessels, so they weren't like pull-up-tiers usually. And the Candid was fun. But on the Candid you definitely want to use your 40mm Bofors guns as your main guns, not the 76. And they have decent firing angles to get both on target. Yeah. Again, I really hope that with the leaked addition of the Benelux sub 3 to France, you might get the French, the Belgian Navy ensign, which looks quite nice, if I say so myself. Okay, we're uncontested currently on our journey to sea, so that's gonna be nice. Small, it's very likely actually that there are no enemy destroyers. Well, it's very likely, it is a possibility. I need to replay those sub-chasers.
Action station. Enemy spotted. Collision alert.
Yeah. This is actually a somewhat good example of showcasing how ships of a smaller type actually just become bigger than the larger types of older, you know. Like a modern-ish frigate is just so much bigger than an old destroyer. Even though a frigate should be a bit smaller than a destroyer. They're capturing the points, but again, if we're uncontested, we might just be able to plow through B and way. I don't know if there's a historical reason for like this size just growing with ship types over the years. Not quite sure.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Such a weird thing that the bridge is almost at the same like level as the bow. Yeah, I think it is just with increasing weight. Also increases size and just one follows the other. But it does become a bit weird when you want to start thinking about, okay, like modern destroyers and modern frigates like this one, should it go to the coastal tree or the blue water tree? Who knows? Because you have coastal vessels that are like bigger than some blue water destroyers, and you know, it's a bit weird, a bit wacky. I don't think the ship's size is really correlated with just being smaller to hit. It's just you don't need to make a ship heavier than it needs to be. What are you and why are you shooting me? Okay, that was lucky for him. Now I'm focusing on the coastals because the enemy blue water vessel just spawned is a Clemson. I'm not too worried about fighting Clemsons. So let's just focus on the annoyances first. What's going on here? And now we can start focusing on the Clemson class. Clemson's launching torpedoes, so let's just go forward. And I'm down to 35% crew again. Clemson is also launching torpedoes at me. That's going to be a bit of a risk.
Port your helm. Aye, steer port. Damage control to repair parties. Pump out flooded compartments. Repair parties begin.
I think I'm going to go over there.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Just get out of dodge of all the torpedoes that are possibly incoming. But not, like, get myself surrounded by coastals. See, I can see the torpedoes from the Clemson now already. Come on, guns, work with me. Or not. So what I'm going to do is just wait for those torpedoes to pass, because I should be safe from whatever those torpedoes are. Just wait. Oh. Ah, my guns went over him. Rookie sod. Close quarters fighting isn't exactly this thing's strong suit. Yeah, I see the torpedoes, I see them. I see them a while ago. Okay, I just pushed out. Wasn't on radar, you say? Let's actually get our radar up then. Just need something on it.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Allied forces
Late
have
to the
captured
capture
the zone.
party, but better late than never. That should be good. There we go. Good rather. I really wish I had VT right now. Come on, open the buffers up. I don't think I have VT though. That's what I can do. Rovers gun? Hello? Rovers? Why are you not firing? There we go. You have there. Yep. The second you level off to try and hit somebody. AI anti-air gunners. Missile to ground. Not quite sure what the point was of shooting me with the 50 cals. Go. That was a fun one, because we didn't really have much opposition. Oh, at least when we spawned we had nobody facing us. So we could just go to the cap pretty much uncontested. VT is a rank 4 mod. It's 19,000 to research, that's gonna take a while. But now it's going to be fire, then rudder. Probably auxiliary, just to get it 40 a little bit faster. Yeah, that'll be the plan. Alright, I was going to put decals on this boat because I already know what I want on it. I need to find where it actually is again, because trying to find anything in these decals is just not the easiest. Oh, sorry, there it is. So what we do is we take these eyes, we flip them. Actually, no, we just turn them upside down first. Yep, that's it. There we go. That doesn't look right, does it? But it can work. There we go. Actually, is it double-sided? That is not the right kind of double-sided, is it? No, it isn't. There we go. Yep. That should put some hopefully give the enemy like a second or two of pause before they shoot us. Hopefully. I mean, for how fragile this ship is, we've been putting some decent amount of RP into it. Almost we're 11% of the way there. How many matches was that already? Can I collapse that? No. That is 5 matches. 11%. Only 45 to go. I think they were. I remember that these ships were pretty good. Hello, Trad. Fine. Fuego Islands. This is not great because they really messed up the spawns in this one, because this spawn makes the ships face this direction, which is just awful. So you just have to make a hard turn to the left.
Action stations.
But I remember the Blackpool and the Leopard being, you know, decent ships.
Hell, hard port. Hard port, aye.
Down tier, I believe. I think the AFD one is a 2-7. This might be another down tier.
Hell, midship. Hell, midship, aye.
And now we just slowly steam towards Bravo. These are the two... We saw them last match. They're both in like Clemsons and Coastals, so that's not the biggest threat. These two I don't know. Seems like the Clemson's already firing away.
Port your helm. Aye, steer port.
Another thing I've noticed is that when you have this screen up, the radar is just switched off. It's not like it's running in the background, it's just off.
Station. Enemy spotted.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It's a weird pop. Let's see what... If we hit this boat, if we can hit it.
Target identified.
I canned it. Okay. It's ruined his day. If he can get out of that cover. Or he can J out.
Target identified.
What? Okay. Okay. That happened. Not quite sure why it happened, but it happened.
Rising.
Sometimes these guns are too accurate, man. Real.
Port your helm. Aye, steer port.
Why does Canada just J out?
Target identified.
That's just awful lead. These AIs tend to change course rather often, making them a bit more difficult to hit than normal players. That or I'm just having severe skill issues as usual. See, my frame rate is not liking this either. Yeah, pretty much. For like how it actually plays in game, yes, very much so. Jeez. Okay.
Starboard your helm. Aye, steer starboard.
Because this is literally the same like gun turret as on the, I think it's 4-3, the battle class.
Target identified.
Battle class destroyers.
Target identified. Boat.
My frame rate is really not liking me looking over in this direction. Don't know why. I probably should stop.
Helm, hard to starboard. Hard to starboard.
It's fine over here.
Helm, midship. Helm, midship. Aye.
Bad frame rates or not, kill is a kill. If it can actually hit and not undershoot. There we go. I'm wondering where the destroyers are. Well, I think I know where the destroyers are now. Let's just get into B. Is that a spay, I see? Or is it a Hawkwium? Okay. So he jade out of a perfectly fine candid to get into a Hawkwium. Interesting choice. But sad to say, not a good one. Because at least this thing has good guns. The Hawkwium doesn't.
Port your helm.
Thank you.
It's a bit sad to shoot at a Hawkwium though, because you don't see them that often. I'm currently doing 3 sub, and you're perfectly fine to squad up. Will need your in-game name, of course. If you'll be doing the squad. Come on.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
It's you, Fab. Okay, yeah, sure. Keep forgetting what your YouTube stuff is.
Repair parties begin damage. Enemy listening and losing speed. Direct hit.
Yeah, I really should be starting to use the sap just to see what it's like compared to the HE, but the HE's been serving me pretty well when it hits. Let's use this poor Clemson as a test subject for the sap.
Midship.
Our victory is
It's doing what you expect sap to do. Let's switch back to the HE again. My guns are not behaving again. There we go. This really shouldn't have been taking this long. There we go. And now we move on to Charlie. Yeah, I can see that reasoning, that HE might just be better off with destroyers. I still wouldn't say that it is the shell you should always use, because there are definitely situations where SAP is just outright better, and some destroyers are better protected against a high explosive than others. But I'm starting to come around on the fact that HE might just work against most destroyers. There we go. Let's get a fob in on the action. There we are. I have the... Can you use the BF-110 with a 3-0 lineup? Doesn't it lock out aircraft that are like points, 2 BR steps higher than the rest of your lineup? But well, if you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. The game was ready to go as well by the looks of it. Ah, Golden Bay is not great. It has really, really terrible destroyer spawns for something as fragile as this. But oh well. Into the breach we go anyways. So the plan is just to get to the B and C points as soon as possible.
Action
With
stations.
hopefully not losing the
Post.
ship. We have a
Blank speed.
Farragut class
Starboard all.
and a Margottini, whatever it is, Italian.
320.
They're not gonna let me...
Target
Oof.
Destroyer. Bearing. 320.
Yeah, they're not gonna let me get to B, so I'm gonna go bow in. And I guess we'll fight for over A in this spawn.
320. 7,000. Collision alert.
And I think the bigger threat is the Farragut, rather than the Margottini for the time being. But that might quickly change.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Let's go over to the SAP, because at this angle I don't think I can pan his engines. The HE. Because of course I'm gonna hit him when I want to hit him. There we go, that's the hit where I wanted. Transmission. And that's one down. Or sinking. Margottini is showing broadside, so let's just use HE.
We're winning.
And keep presenting bow towards the enemy. Also look, this bridge is going to continue showing us broadside. Overshooting by a lot again. These guns are rather low velocity, so they're not that forgiving if you get the range wrong. Because they'll either just lob straight over or fall short quite a bit. There's some destroyers on the right there. Yeah, it seems we're no longer alone. Let's finish with this Margottini first, and then I can focus on my right flank.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Request tac assist. Allied forces have captured
Get over here. Anything dangerous? The Ikazuchi is probably a threat. The not so much. Although the Vega, on the other hand, I rather get dealt with. It's a dangerous reserve destroyer. And also relatively easy to knock out, as far as I remember. So we just get rid of it first. I'll get the shells there, we go into the rear turret. Immediately swap over to the sap because, oh, never mind, it's sinking. I do want to finish it off though, because I don't like keeping ships alive. That clamps is a bit dangerous. That Gross is being annoying and is also quick to deal with, so let's just take the HE. Let's try and hit that magazine underneath the front gun. Good to know. We're doing our best over here as well.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Too high. That is a player Gross. Okay, that's a risky one to deal with then.
I'm sorry.
Torpedo? Oh Jesus, where did that come from? Dardo. Yeah. This is not good, because they have a lot more ships as Blue Waters than we do. But we can keep on going.
Defend the sea point.
Yeah, that Dardo is one that launched torpedoes at me, I think. Shit, there's just so many of them for us to deal with. I need to deal with that not, because our objective is that they should not get into the coastal area either. We can't go there, they can't, they shouldn't be allowed in there either. So this Yacht is the next biggest threat, because he is a threat to our coastals. Or color marks, or Samacha, even worse. There's a lot of sap for the engines. Obviously also slows down the enemy. Makes him less likely to escape.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
That guy seems to have shrugged off that engine damage pretty well. Yeah. Where are my shells landing? Seems to be falling short quite considerably. And there goes most of my crew in 2 salvos. And I despise the fact that bridge repairs still count as a normal repair, so just it becomes longer because there's a fire as well. It's a fire on the turret. Look at this, man, this is not good. They have a wide arc of ships, so I can't angle against any one in particular. That one is about to reach the B point, so that's not good. Me going into a blue water is pointless because I don't really have any. Although I could use Grafton, but that's not gonna last long either, is it? Its firepower is the best I have, though,
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
so it's worth the shot.
Engine, flank speed.
Jakob 1 is also reaching the target area, which is not great.
Action station. Enemy
Need to deal with those frigates in the B, like around the B point,
direct hit.
because they'll make it impossible for our coastals to work around there. shells, just hit him.
We no longer have the advantage.
There he goes. That should be him going down eventually. Yeah. But then there's the full health Kazuchi. Yep. And we're just. I can't deal with this. I need to deal with some problem, which is gonna end me by the looks of it. Actually, HG is pretty well against the target. I don't want to keep firing. Although, yeah, that's just because they could get, they just outnumber us somehow.
All hands, abandon ship.
Oh well. I can try and nuke something, but it's not gonna work, I think.
All hands.
Not with the amount of ships they have. The problem is, so they outnumber us on the A point, but now that they have frigates over in the B point, that's lost as well. So it just cascaded from one into the other. Although why bring reserve coastals or reserve destroyers? All you're doing is being detriment to your team. Because these two PT boats, right, have no firepower. What are they going to do? There's a frigate protecting B that they just cannot fight. And they can try and get a torpedo run against the destroyer, I guess. Like that guy is the PT-6 with 250 cals. What is 250 cals going to do against that? I can tell you nothing. That looks like the Grafton that sunk me, so let's sink in. With a strategically placed cookie. I think that'll be enough. Yeah, it's a decent lead, but it's a big enough bomb. It is not a big enough bomb. There's way too much lead, okay. Would have guessed. So yeah, now we're going to lose this battle because sure we have the PT boats, but if they get the destroyer advantage and we didn't keep the points long enough, it doesn't mean anything. Yeah, there's just going to be more and more blue water ships piling into B and C rather. I don't understand why you bring reserve coastal to reserve destroyers. I think that's another side effect of the big naval split in the pot that I really don't like. Because in this entire game, right, every single reserve vehicle is 1.0. And the only exception is blue water reserves. They're 3.3. And I get the feeling that a lot of newer players just don't realize that, and then this happens.
The enemy is winning.
Yeah, by the time I'll land and rearm, the game's gonna be over. That's just annoying, those kind of matches.
Next time, victory will be ours.
The thing is, it would have gone well if because they started the match with a better position blue water wise. But yeah. No, I didn't have that yet. Yeah, we started off better, but like we only had a 4v4 at the start, and we had a much better position, and then all of their blue water just piled into that match. And our coastals weren't doing too great, were they? I mean, we held both for the caps, but I saw a lot of our coastals getting dunked on in the kill feed. I don't know. I think that's also the annoying part about the Blackpool and this lineup in general. You can't carry matches really. The Blackpool can't really carry more than its weight allows. And we also just made a mistake in a graph of showing full broadside. It's either showing full broadside or just getting my front guns constantly knocked out. At least it looks cool. At least the Blackpool does need to look cool. Oh, I already have maxed out reload. Let's see. Point and leadership can never hurt, and crew interchangeability. And some survival leadership will also help. There we go. I'm making decent progress towards Terra Nova, at least. But yeah, this is gonna take a while to spade. Oh well. Now we wait on the queue. Trying to think if I could make a better lineup than this. I don't really have any better coastals. Could buy HMS Whitby, I guess, but why would I? Anything interesting? Water? I really should be using one of those instead of Grafton. Because those are really good destroyers, the Vega and Verdun. Oh yeah, no, Scharnhorst is the undisputed king of the German tech tree. And top tier naval in general, really. Yeah, that is. Why all of those frigates slash sub chasers moved up, I don't know. It's the other Albatross Fab, the Italian one, not the German one. We're in a long queue, and I think actually, you know what? Let me just get Verdun instead of Grafton. That'll replace the Spitfire. That's fine. Let me swap out Grafton for a plane then, and we do have the fighters in there. Yeah, that's a Typhoon I replaced earlier. Right at the start of the stream. Yeah, that'll do. But now I have to fall back on a destroyer. The Verdun is a lot better. Kind of. I don't know. I'm personally not the greatest fan of this L70 Bofors because they lack any kind of AP shells. But technically speaking, they are the best coastal vessels in game. Like the actual coastal spawn coastal vessels. And Sato with its anti-air missile is very funny. Okay, we'll do the opposite spawn now because we spawned closer to the A point.
Secure the ship
So let's do
to sea.
this. We do face an enemy Farragut.
Helm, hard aport.
But this time we've got some friendly blue waters with me. But this should be quick work.
Helm, midship. Helm, midship.
I mean, like, at that point, at like the 4.0 plus coastal vessels, you start kind of to stop caring about the BRs. Because you're so deep into blue water battle ratings that it really doesn't matter if you're 4.3 or 4.7. At least that's how I feel about it. Of course, it does matter when it comes to like lineup building, but in terms of balancing good and good, it really doesn't matter. This, yeah, that Alwyn did not have a great time.
Port your helm. Aye, steer port.
Outskilled and outnumbered, I think.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Collision alert.
With what? Oh, I guess the lich field behind me? That collision alert is weird. Because it'll tell you collision alert as well of, you know, you ramming ships or ships ramming you. It'll give you a collision warning. It's not just you colliding with a solid object.
Action station. Enemy
I'm impressed my spotter managed to see a boat at that bearing. You know? Sure, might.
We're ahead of the enemy.
Yeah, no, I would love the torpedo warning to be a little bit more. But on the other hand, I don't know. Because they are slower in RB, the torpedoes. But it does make them usable that they're not really that easy to spot.
port your helm. Aye.
And my slow moving Hulk is going to get into that cap late, isn't it?
Target identified. Boat. Helm, hard aport.
Yeah, early enough to get some juicy capture points.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Target identified.
I'll put a 40 on all targets.
Allied
The best.
forces have captured a zone.
that angle, so let's just turn away. Let's not make the same mistake twice and just assume it didn't launch torpedoes. A few destroyers over at sea. Now we know how to deal with Mitsukis, and you shoot underneath that second turret. That's where the magazine is. You could only hit it. Never mind, I got torpedoed. Lamps and claws. Always fun to shoot. Yeah, I think I still prefer SAP to shooting at engines. It's just a little bit less finicky than the HE. Oh, it's them again, is it? Oof. Oh, I cropped up. I think it's time for me to use my radar instead of my the fire control director. How am I not hitting this boat? There we go. Is it a pea shooter? It is. Just don't quite have a firing arc to hit that guy.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Oh geez. I was just wondering why my squadmate just launched torpedoes off in that direction. Then, yeah, no, that makes sense. Though for a Mitsuki to just drive straight into torpedoes of a German destroyer is a bit embarrassing. That guy launched torpedoes, but at such an angle that they will never hit me. That's a good turn.
110, 1500 meters.
Okay, that's not good. Nah, I almost did it. That's not good. Okay, it's actually better than I anticipated. We need to deal with flooding. I think he has more bombs. He also doesn't have a wing.
Target identified. Destroyer. There. 4,000 meters. Keep on down. Collision alert. Control to repair party. Restore watertight integrity. Repair party. Begin damage control.
It seems 3 destroyers on their team now as well, but we're about to deal with the first one. It also helps that the Leopard is actually quite tanky.
Target identified. Destroyer.
I'm going for an ammo rack underneath that second turret. And it seems nobody got him. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. I don't have a turret and I'm on fire. But there's somebody close. Let's get at 14 on the action. This 40mm Bofors does do some damage at close range. As long as it's actually operable.
180, 300 meters.
Yeah, well. That was a good match. It also helps that we were just clubbing in the down tier, pretty much. And there's the first camo for the Blackpool. And let's see what that looks like. First linked camouflages. So my decals transfer over. That seems fine. I don't know if the damage looks better or not. I think I'll just go for the clean one. And these all don't matter in the slightest, so let's just ignore that. And get into the next match, I guess. Almost a fifth of the way to spading this thing. Still really need to work on the Orion as well at some point. That's for another day. Well, on to the next match. Sure. I think I'm only going to do like 2 or 3 more matches though tonight. I need to get up pretty early tomorrow. Same strat as always. And on this side we're closer to A. So we go to A.
Prepare the ship for battle. Collision alert.
I also think this is the default destroyer spawn. I'm not sure. Probably isn't. We have a Groza to deal with. And there's an AI one as well.
Helm, midship. Helm, midship. Aye.
dispensed quickly as well. Come on. No other blue water vessels in the area either. Never mind, Russian destroyer. And that'll be a player one.
Target identified.
Yep.
Destroyer. Enemy listed.
Another gross spawned in by the looks of it. That'll be the AI. Boop. Doing some decent damage to this, whatever it is. Something Russian.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Just do massive amount of damage, clearly. As the crew count is not going down. There we go. Somebody his engines.
Enemy listed. Shells on target.
And in a nutshell, that's the importance of knowing what you're about to spawn into. Because if that person knew he was about to spawn in alone against that many destroyers, probably wouldn't have. And the magazine on that one. Oh, please pop out in front of those rocks.
Enemy spotted. Hell, Mitchell. Hell, Mitchell.
Too eager on that shot.
Our victory is near.
Collision alert.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Enemy hit. Enemy listed. Target identified. First.
Oop, something spawned over here. I think, yeah, it's the same AI in the Frenzy now. So let's just move over to Bravo. Fire this AI until we no longer can. And that's Matsuki that's pushing it to deal with it. There we go. Oh, that's a bit dangerous. Let's select the sap for that one. A Hadakaze? Yes. I think that's a 4... Oh, no, that's a 4-0, isn't it? It's a bit dangerous because it has those American 538s. And its engine is also kind of tricky to hit. Hadakaze. That might just be too optimal on my part. Do some damage.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
That's that going down.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Squeaky chair is still squeaky. I really need to do something about it. Okay, what's that? Shell? It's a leopard? Looks like a leopard. No, it is a cool. Don't tell me they went around, did they? Oh my god.
Destroy the target.
There is really no point on this map to go like around this island, because you're just going away from any and all objectives. Now, I'm not gonna get in your way of fun, but if you wanna win games, or just, you know, play the objective, don't go around or anywhere near these islands. He's bowing to me, that explains why I'm sitting.
Collision alert!
Okay. That one got ripped in half.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Ooh, is that 15? Need to load the sap because his fuel tanks actually protect his engines. And with HE I can't go through those. I think. My guns are being weird. He's dead. That was a torpedo detonation, does this line on? It's very bad for him. The Dynami is sinking now, so I don't need to care too much about it.
Hell, hard apart.
Can I get a bit of a side turn to his rear engine compartment? Well, I think it no longer matters at this point. Ouch. What did I just shoot? It's an OD-200, okay.
Damage control to station.
Aircraft up.
Torpedo bomber.
V7. It's most, is it carrying a torpedo? Can I see?
Down.
It's from this angle. It might be carrying one.
Port your helm. Aye, steer port. Starboard your helm. Aye, steer starboard.
Just
Oh,
hold
we're
on,
having another
Rashford.
good match, that's for
Victory
sure.
will surely be ours.
Let's see what I can do with HE against his, although it seems that my squad mate already taken him apart. V7 crashed, apparently. Ouch, there goes my engine. He's gonna go bow and he has fuel tanks protection his engines, so we go use the sap. Let's try and get this capture point.
Let's capture the zone.
And there goes most of my crew again. There goes my main turret. And there I go. And the Blackpool really doesn't like taking fire. At all. At this point the game's pretty much over, isn't it? They are. Their accuracy is a bit... Well, it's also... let's not use a backup on this match. Let's just go for done. The problem, what problem I have of them, is it's a bit difficult to describe. But because they're low velocity, right, they impact very steeply, so they
500 meters.
especially on narrow targets like this, they either overshoot, hit short, or dive on the target. Whereas with higher velocity shells, you just hit higher in the hole. But with low velocity shells, you just miss entirely. I don't know how to describe it.
Keep it up
And their vertical accuracy is a bit, yeah, not the best.
Yes,
Still,
enemy routed.
more than a
Report
good
victory to HQ.
match. And I think we'll do one more, and it'll be the last for tonight. I will say playing High BR Coastal with some boosters running is actually I no longer have the booster running, but it's earning me a decent amount of SL. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, inaccurate guns are really painful and you don't have a lot of them. It's like one of the major issues with HMS Tiger as well, is inaccurate guns. Yeah, one more match and then we'll call it a night. And with a bit of luck I might actually be able to start researching shrapnel protection. Yeah, a fifth of the way to getting Black Bull spaded. Oh boy, Golden Bay. This is not going to be great. Let's see, do we know what we're spawning? What we're facing, rather. Didn't recognize these names immediately. A three-man squad as well. Let's just jump in and see what happens.
All hands to battle station. Engine, flank speed.
Oh,
Hard port.
oh,
Target identified. Patrol vessel.
that is unexpected. A hostile Black Bull.
Target identified. Patrol
And Albing. That's a 4-7, isn't it? Yeah, that's no good.
cruiser.
Again, always have the greatest matches when I'm about to end stream.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Okay, why am I firing a sap? I know how to kill Black Bull. Well, it could be worse. A 4-7 game could be worse than seeing an Albing. We could be fighting Frank Noxus. So I'm not gonna complain just yet. If only my aim could stop having a skill issue. And my guns could stop having accuracy issues as well. Lovely. Detonated by AIHE. But I did actually also kill the... Oh, okay. Yeah, that is... Yeah, no, a full up tier is rough with coastals,
Target identified. Light cruiser.
especially at this BR, because the difference in like capability between a 3-7 coastal and a 4-3 coastal is vast.
Patrol vessel.
I'm mainly just shooting at this guy just to like experience just how fragile these ships are. The size of this crew compartments, man, is just not healthy.
Enemy forces have captured the zone.
Come on. Well, you could compare it to something like that, yeah. It's a glass cannon, but the guns aren't that good, really. It has a nice high rate of fire, that's for sure. Yeah, the Leopard seems just as fragile, as long as you know where the crew compartments are.
Target identified. Destroyer. Target identified. Engine. On target.
Sinking. Why am I not going forward? I thought it was going forward. Yeah, the Albin has more crew than 7, that's for sure.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Is it a... No, this is a brave border. For a second I thought those were L70 Beauforts rather than just the L60s. I guess something is hammering that. Oh, it's a Z47, isn't it? Really? It's HE? That seems to be working.
Enemy is winning.
Oh, it's a G class as well. Just...
Counterattack.
Okay. Albion was less of a problem than I thought it would be. Now let's focus on these coastals.
The enemy is controlling most of the zones.
Need to fire HE at coastals. Thank you very much. I think it would be a bit more useful. A is being captured by Frigates, okay. Yeah, they have a very heavy coastal. Oh, I might have made a very big mistake killing all of them before I got to B, because that might mean that they'll start spawning in blue water vessels. Also, why are we not capturing A? Hello? Main gun turned around for this guy. Okay, A is being captured again. Try and do this 12 for 12. There's another 12 for 12 in the background, I see. I see his mask popping up.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack.
torpedo. I also just should have committed to going to B. Oh, that's just a secondary shooting at me by the looks of it. Let's fire the sap at that guy.
Port your helm.
Because he has shield tanks around engines. And we cannot get through that with HE. Ouch. I think there's an AI slapping my engine.
Burning compartment.
I don't know what to go for, what to shoot. That armored boat is on the mid-side of my minimum range. There we go. Need to look this up, because that thing's actually armored. I'm gonna try and not get the attention of those German destroyers. Okay, I need to shoot his nose. He's not gonna come around this corner though, is he? And okay, it's a friendly. Great stuff. That means I don't have to worry about that guy anymore.
Target identified. Destroyer.
Oh, we can make it.
Target identified.
That guy seems to... Yep, that guy has our number. Never mind, he's also dead. He's gonna come around the corner full speed. I need to be prepared. Have my gun ready. Yeah, he definitely outburst. Yeah, there we go. That thing has RBU 6000s. That's not gonna be fun. If I can shoot his gun carousel, it might detonate. Ah, damn it, I lost my gun at the wrong moment. Like the exact wrong moment. Come on, gun. Come on, gun. Come on, gun. That's just unfortunate. And they're gonna capture B again. And then we don't have enough time.
All hands, abandon ship.
No, it isn't. You're so close to greatness. If only they didn't have... Oh, oh boy. A full Russian coastal lineup, 2 of them. They are in his squad? No, they aren't. That's a shame. Yeah. Having RBU 6000s on something that spawns or the coastal spawn seems a bit potent, but oh well. Actually, what BR is that thing? Because I recently got it as well, but I don't remember what BR it is. We can use this, and then we go to sharpness protection, and we'll get primary armor targeting. But I want to just check out that Russian thing. It's this one. I don't have it yet, actually. It's 3-7. Really? Because I know this thing is a menace. I should probably get it soon and maybe try that out next time. But I know that this thing has been a menace in the lower BR coastals. Well, this BR coastal. Well, I'm gonna end it there with my British grinding for tonight. I got a decent chunk into the Blackpool. You know, 53,000 RP in 2.5 hours. What am I going to do next week? Well, maybe that Russian boat. Maybe not. I'll see. I'll see what I'll do next week. But yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week.